complete strangers. So my name is Steve Hyun. I'm a director in California for this company, Riman. I've been living out in California now for about almost 9 years, currently living out in Orange County, originally from New York. My background has always been in the business field. I've also been in the entertainment field as well. And about 10 years ago, I actually started a Korean entertainment company in New York. And at the time when I was starting my company, everyone told me, Steve, why are you getting involved in the Korean entertainment industry? Why are you getting involved in K-pop? K-pop's not even that big, right? But back then, K-pop wasn't that big, right? And everyone told me, Steve, Korean artists, they don't even speak English. They're not going to do well in America, right? But I saw a big vision in the Korean K-pop industry, started my company, and guess what? My entertainment company did very well, right? And obviously today, K-pop is huge today, right? About a few years ago, of course, we had the pandemic. And I remember when I was traveling on I was traveling on tour in the States and Canada, and I was asking myself, is the pandemic going to come into America? And at the time, everyone said, Steve, pandemic is no way coming into America. It's staying out in Asia. But I said, what if it does? Then the medical industry is going to explode. So I got involved in the medical supply industry 1 month before COVID happened, started importing medical supplies from Asia to America. And in my first year, I got connected to all the biggest hospitals, government agencies, did over $17 million in sales in my first year and a half of business. So I've always been an entrepreneur. I've always been into business. I've always been into looking at trends and looking at what the next big industry could be. And about a year ago, I get a phone call from one of my very good friends, Mr. Danny Bay. He's a mega entrepreneur as well. He gives me a call. He tells me about this company, Riman, that's opening up in America. He says, Steve, this company's opening up. You got to take a look at this company. I asked him, what kind of company is Riman? He said, Riman is a Korean beauty skincare company. I said, bro, why are you calling me for skincare and beauty? I have no experience in beauty and skincare. That's number one. Number two, I'm a guy, because mostly people in this industry are females. So I'm thinking to myself, how can a guy like me get involved in the beauty industry, right? But he says, Steve, this is the number one company. And that caught my attention because I know right now in Korea is very competitive with skincare. There's over 1,500 Korean beauty brands out there in Korea today. And for this company to go number one in South Korea, that caught my attention. I wanted to find out, okay, how did this company go number one? What's so special about Riman? What's so special about these products? And, when are they launching, right? Because I saw now a big opportunity within the company itself. And then when I was hearing that was opening up, of course, at the time I was busy. I was running my company and I was asking myself, okay, let me see if this company is gonna be really worth my time, right? Because I don't want to get involved in a company that's not worth my time. And of course, all of you guys that are on the call today as well are asking the same question as well. So the first thing that I looked at was, I looked at the compensation, right? I made sure that the margin was a very high, lucrative compensation. And that caught one of my attentions. Number two, this company was very big in marketing and branding. See, I'm a big marketing and branding guy. And, in America today, a lot of the big companies today are big today because of marketing and branding, right? You look at Dolce & Gabbana, you look at The Rock, and all these companies where they have figures and celebrities next to it. A lot of these companies are very big today because of celebrity endorsement. This company had the A-list celebrities in South Korea as their models. And they were in all of the shopping centers, the billboards, all over Korea. So I was very impressed with the marketing and branding. Number three, I wanted to try out the products. See, before I even heard about this company, living out in California, it's super dry and very sunny out here, and playing a lot of golf, I started getting dry skin and some wrinkles in my forehead. I was trying out different products, nothing worked. So I said, what? Let me try these INCELLDERM products out. Guess what happened? My wrinkles started fading away, and I had about 50 of my friends and associates try out the products. And every single day after they tried the products, they're like, Steve, what is this stuff? This stuff is amazing. Where did you get this stuff? How can I buy more? So when I saw the reaction in my network, I saw, wow, there's an opportunity here. Lastly, I saw that the company was just opening up in America, right? And if you think about opportunity, right, it really depends on when you start the opportunity. It really depends on when you start the opportunity, right? Because you can hear about a great opportunity, but guess what? The opportunity could be already passed by, right? Just like if you're reading about some information or a story, a success story in a magazine, it's great to hear about the success story, but guess what? Maybe that was 10 years ago. That value of the information is not as valuable. But if you're hearing about, let's say, an industry or let's say real estate area where that area, the real estate is about to boom, and you hear about it before, that information is very valuable too. And same thing with this company, guys. This is a $2 billion giant K-beauty company that just got started. We're in our first year of company. And today I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about exactly how this company went #1, what's so special about this company, and at the same time, share with you guys how you guys can also get involved in the opportunity as well. So just to kind of go into the background of the company, guys. So our company is a 5-year-old company. We started back in 2018. We've done $2 billion in revenue our first 4 years in South Korea alone, became the #1 K-beauty brand, which I'm very proud of, because in Korea today, guys, there's 2 big conglomerates called Amore Pacific and LG. And these 2 big conglomerates have been around for over 50 years, okay? They have a lot of sub-companies like Innisfree, Seowasu, right? A lot of these sub-companies are part of these big conglomerates. Our company, in our first 4 years, went #1. We attracted 400,000 distributors, sold 35 million bottles, guys, in one country. Do you guys know that South Korea population is only 50 to 55 million people? So to have sold 35 million bottles in one country, that was very impressive. And the fact that we're just launching, this is the first year, I saw a huge opportunity, of course, getting involved with this company. We just pre-launched Taiwan on December 5th. So that was just only 2 days ago. We just expanded out to Asia as well. And the only reason, guys, we didn't expand into the US and Asia earlier was due to the pandemic. So here, if you look at the right pictures, that's a picture of our headquarters building. We just actually purchased a 33,000 square feet building in Irvine, California. We've done marketing in Las Vegas at the Resorts World. We had over 1,800 people at our opening event this past March. And we also built a resort in Jeju Island, South Korea as well. And we won many awards since 2018 till now. And our company has 3 brands. You know, the first one is INCELLDERM for skincare. We have Botalab, which is our vegan brand. It's for hair care and body care. And Lifening is our inner beauty products. And I'm going to share with you guys a quick company video that goes over the story and the heritage of our brands.
Here in the INCELLDERM Byungpoo lab, we work with elements provided by nature. Among the many gifts of nature, the Earth's energy provides a capacity to purify. That capacity is enriched in the plant Centella asiatica, also known as Byungpoo in Korea. The size of the leaf, the direction of the root, soil temperature, and cultivation method. Every aspect is analyzed. The plants are grown for 45 days until they brim with life's energy. Only freshly harvested Korean Byungpoo plants are used as ingredients for INCELLDERM. Another key ingredient is the pristine lava seawater from Jeju Island. For over 400,000 years, the volcanic rock beds of Jeju have borne the ocean's energy, instilled into its deep waters. That water is infused at the optimal temperature of 80 degrees Celsius for 20 hours to slowly and gently extract the essential fluids from the Byungpoo leaves. Those fluids are at the core of the brightening and purifying energy delivered by INCELLDERM. We present to you Byungpoo Energy Fluid. Our hypoallergenic fluid boosts the skin cell regeneration cycle by providing optimal benefits with the Booster Serum Booster Ritual. The booster opens the way for moisture to enter and awaken the skin's radiance. Then, the serum aligns the skin barrier to enhance the glow. And the final layer of booster ingrains glow and resilience deep into your skin. With this routine, your skin will gain the glow-lifting effects. Radiate the glow of youth from deep inside your skin cells with INCELLDERM.
Right. So let's talk about a first brand called INCELLDERM. Okay. So INCELLDERM actually stands for In Your Cell Dermatology. Love that name. And INCELLDERM, guys, is a premium skincare line that's actually suitable for all skin types. So whether you have dry skin, whether you have combination skin, whether you have oily skin or acne prone skin, we have a different regimen that can suit for all different skin types, guys. And at the same time, we're not premium pricing. We're not like a La Mer. We're not like a La Prairie. We're not a $300 bottle of cream. You know, ours are a $30 to $50 price point. So it's very affordable for the average American or Canadian. And guess what, guys? Ours is a cosmeceutical product that focuses a lot on moisture, improving your skin condition, and gives you a nice glow and lifting effect. Every time when someone tries INCELLDERM out for the very first time, everyone tells Steve, my face is glowing. It's shining, it's glowing, and they can't stop looking at this stuff because guys, today, a lot of people are looking for that natural glow, dewy look, right? And this is what INCELLDERM offers. On top of that, this is how our company became so famous. Our company, we actually got a government contract with the Korean government to use the mineral water that was discovered on the eastern side of Jeju Island, South Korea. Now, some of you guys may have never been to Korea, which is fine, but there's an island called Jeju-do, okay? Jeju-do is pretty much the Hawaii of South Korea, very beautiful there. And in the last 10 years, the Korean government discovered this mineral water sitting on the eastern side of the island. They found out this water is only available in a few places in the world today. It's in Japan, Spain, and also Hawaii. But places like Japan, the water is contaminated, so you can't use it for skincare. In Spain, there's too much sand, so it actually costs so much money to filter it out. And in Hawaii, it's 1,300 meters below sea level, so it costs so much money to extract that water out. So Korea, only being about 100 meters deep, our company got a government exclusive contract for the next 20 years to use this mineral water. And you guys know that, you know, water base is so important, especially in product as well. And our bodies are pretty much 64% water as well. Additionally, guys, there's a plant called Byungpur, okay, also known as Centella asiatica. And this plant also being grown in Jeju Island as well. The history behind this plant is in South Korea, you know, many years ago, there used to be a lot of tigers. They used to roam around, you know, South Korea. And every time these tigers would get injured, they would actually rub against this plant to heal their wounds. So it's pretty much, it's a medicinal plant. And what we took this plant is we grew this plant in our facilities with this water. The plant would grow 3 times larger than its average size. We would extract the minerals and ingredients from the plant into the products. Once people started putting these INCELLDERM products onto their skin, they saw amazing results right away. The first 24 hours, the first few days, the first 7 days, the first month, and people got all ecstatic about it. And that's how our company sold 35 million bottles and $2 billion in revenue our first 4 years, guys. If you think of it like this. Korea is already competitive, right? We know that Korea is very competitive with skincare, right? A lot of companies out there. But for this company to go #1 in a competitive market, it has its pros and points, right? A lot of people saw many great results from our skincare line. We have our EX line on the top left. We have multiple different types of cleansers. We have our Radiance 100 as well. That's good for rejuvenation, hyperpigmentation. So whatever skin condition you may have, or whether you're just looking to get younger, we have different products that can suit your needs, okay? So on top of that, we also have liposome technology. See, the owners realize one thing. They realize that most skincare products today only go on the surface of the skin. It doesn't go really deep into the skin. See, when you use liposome technology, microscopically, that becomes now a diamond-shaped form that transfers these nanocapsules deep into your layers of your skin. See, most skincare products are not a diamond-shaped form. It's a square-shaped form. And usually when you guys hear about doctors and surgeons, when they perform surgery, they usually put anesthetic cream onto the wounds to heal their wounds, because anesthetic cream also has liposome technology. So our owner spent a lot of money and used liposome technology to have these ingredients, such as the water and the plant, to go deep into your skin. And that's how people saw amazing results with our skincare line. And this skincare line helped us sell 35 million bottles. On top of that, as I mentioned earlier, we attracted some of the biggest actors and actresses as our models. This is Won-bin, a very famous actor in South Korea. He's our model for INCELLDERM.
힐링 인셀덤 3천만 병 경험으로 증명된 반드시 빛날 수 있다는 믿음. 병풀 에너지 플루이드가 어린 세포에 빛의 힘을 전하는 순간 글로우 리프팅 인셀덤 어린 세포 발견의 비밀 인셀덤 이젠 당신 차례.
So on top of skincare, guys, we also have hair care and body care. And today, guess what? A lot of people are looking for clean, natural, vegan products. our products Botolab is for your hair care. This product was actually discovered by the Korean government. They contacted our company Riman to become the exclusive distributor for this brand called Botolab, which stands for Botanical Laboratory. And we have a shampoo and a water treatment. The water treatment acts as a conditioner, but it also does scalp cleansing as well. In Korea, what's very popular is scalp cleansing. See, in America and Canada, guess what? Most people use a shampoo and conditioner, right? But when you do a scalp cleansing and use a water treatment, it actually helps you open up the pores onto the scalps. Because when you put the water treatment onto your scalp, you get this nice warm sensation. It helps opens up the pores, removes the oils and impurities, and it also nourishes your scalp. So this actually helps people from actually losing hair. It's an anti-hair loss shampoo product, which I love because today a lot of people are having issues with hair loss. You know, my friend who had issues with hair loss and also had bumps on his scalp, he started using our products. All of his bumps started going away. And when he travels and uses other products, those bumps started coming back. But when he uses our products, it goes away. On top of that, you know, we have a hair serum, we have a body scrub, a body wash, and a body cream. And our body care line is called Schwammel Body Care. It has hyaluronic acid infused with Collagen 3. So two amazing vegan products. And the next commercial that I'm going to share with you guys was a commercial played on TV in South Korea where they said that, you know, this commercial, it actually has clinical data studies, proven data studies of individuals using our products. And it said this, it said that after a one-time use, 83% of people experience less scalp troubles. 29% of people experience more hair moisture, and 20% of people experience more stronger hair roots. And after 4 weeks of using our products, 62% of people experience less hair loss. So let me share with you guys our commercial video and also the #1 female actress in South Korea, Kim Tae-hee, who's our model for Botolab.
보타랩. 샴푸라기보단 차원이 다른 헤어 솔루션. 데저티콜라의 생명력으로 두피부터 헤어 볼륨까지. 단 한 번의 효과도 이렇게 다른데 한 달이면 얼마나 놀라울까. 김태희가 약속하는 4주의 변화. 당신도 경험해보세요. 데저티콜라 뷰티의 시작. 보타랩.
And nothing I love about this company, guys, is that Kim Tae-hee and Wonbin were two of my favorite actors and actresses growing up as a childhood, as a child. And now the fact that they're the models of this company, that's even, and that made me so happy. So I love the fact that we have Kim Tae and Wonbin as our models of the company as well. Our third and final brand, guys, is our inner beauty products. I love the fact that on top of skincare, hair care, and body care, we have something that you could actually intake. The first product is called Detox Plus. This is pretty much for your gut health. Today, a lot of nutritionists are always talking about how important your gut is. Your gut affects your brain, your gut affects your skin. And here, this detox product comes in a small packet like this. You just open it up, swallow this with water, and these small little pellets, they expand like gel-like form in your system. And what it does is it cleans out your intestinal wall and everything comes out. So once you take one of these, guess what happens the next day? You're like amazed about how much comes out after using the bathroom, and you're blown away, like, how did all that just come out of my body after taking this? Because guess what? You're cleaning out your system. You're cleaning out your system. And guys, as we get older, you know, our bodies actually produce less enzymes that break down the toxins we take it on a daily basis. When you're taking this, guess what? You're adding those enzymes. You're adding zinc and psyllium husk. That's good for your immune system. That's good for your liver. And it gives you energy every single day. And people have been losing a lot of weight also by taking this product. And I love the fact that it's so easy and accessible to take. See, a company that has accessible product like this, I can carry this in my pocket. I can carry this when I'm out with people, having dinner or having a lunch, and I can just take one of these, right? Nobody likes a company where they have large jars, large bottles where they have to chug down all these pills. People want conveniency, right? And that's why this company has also been doing well on top of a phenomenal product. Next, we have our Beauty Collagen Ample Drink. Today, collagen is super popular, right? And it comes in a small bottle like this. It's a liquid fish hydrolyzed collagen with peptides, with biotin as well. And I didn't know this, but from the age of 40 and older, our bodies produce less collagen. And that's why as we get older, we get more wrinkles, our eyesight becomes worse, our hair, our eyes, our nails all become weaker because why? We have less collagen, right? And a lot of people ask me, Steve, what's so special about your collagen? I could buy collagen at the store or my grocery store. And that is true. There's different types of collagen out there. There's powder collagen, there's meat collagen, right? But ours is a fish hydrolyzed collagen, one of the highest quality collagens out there. On top of that, we have an exclusive agreement with the #1 cleanest factory in South Korea to manufacture and produce our collagen products. So our consumers are very happy with our collagen products. And next, I'm going to introduce you guys to someone that has been working with us and has been doing a phenomenal job with our company. And she has a great testimonial of using the products. She's from Los Angeles. She's one of our top senior managers as well. And she's going to share with you guys her product experience, her background as well. So I want to welcome Thuy Lei from Los Angeles to the call. Thuy?
All right, am I on?
There we go. You good?
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You guys can hear me?
Yes.
Wonderful. All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being on this call today. My name is Thuy. Those of you who don't know me, my video has been circulating under Miss_Thuy Lee. I have a background in healthcare, management, and beauty. Why so many things? It's rare that we know what our destiny is, and that's a life experience, right? So we live to write beautiful chapters into our story. I'm in my 30s, although I don't get that. And I have 2 boys. And I have obviously converted completely to just Riman. The products are amazing. I'm going to have to actually show you guys, but this is no Botox. My skin looks amazing. I'm super excited. Let me actually go right into that. Do I need a screen share or is it already on my screen?
You need a screen share.
Okay, bear with me. All right, so I'm gonna take you guys right in and I'll show you guys right here. This was my skin before I used it. It was super dull. And that went really, really fast. Give me just a second. So this is me starting just 2 months ago. This is 7 days in. That's 2 weeks in. That's 1 month in. Now my skin is at 2 months. And on top of that, I also use this for my entire family. My son, or actually both of my kids, there's one and here's the other. So he gets eczema on his face. And my other son gets eczema all over his neck, his ears, his back, his arms, his legs, on his eyes. So I'll let you guys see here. Let me move my face. That's 3 days in, 7 days in.
Oh, we don't see it. We don't see it, Thuy.
Oh, you guys don't see it. My apologies. Let me open up this again. Screen share. Oh, there we go. My apologies. All right. There are both my boys. That's Bentley. He loves putting the products on. He sees me doing it and he just likes to do the same. This is my oldest one. He is almost 9 and he gets really, really bad eczema everywhere. So that's 3 days in of using our products. That's 7 days in, guys. It's amazing. It's safe for obviously all ages, all skin types. And then I'll share with you guys one last one. And this is going to be just a quick presentation. Should probably take a minute. This is actually what I was using. I don't know if you guys are familiar with SK2, it's Japanese, and then Lemire. Lemire is branded for their kelp and how they sing to it and how it costs money for that and all that good stuff, right? This is my skin. You can clearly see the difference in my skin. Texture, all those acne scars, the acne marks, my skin brightened up as well too. Not just me, but after that, I made sure my partner used it. His results came in 5 days. This is before and this is after. Not just that. I use the hair care. That's the bottom of my hair here. It's dyed. I sat in the sun dropping off some, and I looked out and I was like, holy, is that my hair? So I took a picture and you guys can see bleached hair does not, it's not this beautiful. Usually it's so frayed, it's frizzy, it's broken, it has a bunch of split ends. This is after 1 use of the Bota Labs hair water treatment and shampoo. So, I mean, the products are amazing. If you guys can see from my shelf here, this is my 6th shipment of inventory. So this is I'm only 2 months in, and the products are just amazing. They sell themselves, and I'm just so happy that I don't have to get Botox. Which product? I mean, my niece has eczema. Yeah, I mean, I can talk to you. I'll text in the chat any of the responses regarding that, but I'll give it back to Steve. Steve, take it away. Thank you so much for allowing me to share.
Thank you so much, Thuy, for that amazing testimonial. And we can see how the products not only helped her, guys, but also helped her 2 sons, her partner as well. Amazing skin transformation as well. And now she's all in on the business. And now I get to share with you guys now how the whole thing works. Okay, you guys heard about the products. You guys heard about the background. Let's talk about now how the business side works. Okay, so our company here, Riman, typical supply chain, there's a lot of middlemen in between, right? There's a supplier, there's distributors, wholesalers, and retail shops, and customers pay high retail pricing at the end of the day. Our company is very simple. We are a high margin wholesale distribution business model, meaning Riman says this. Riman says that we could become the wholesaler, and we have the option to market this in 3 different channels. The first channel is online. Our company will provide you with your own micro website, and your micro website, you can share this amongst your contacts, your friends. People can shop on your website, purchase products, and our company will do the shipping. You don't got to worry about the shipping. We'll do the accounting. You don't even got to worry about the accounting. We'll take care of all that for you because you guys will be receiving your own micro website. Number 2 is this. You can work with retail shops. You can work with medical spas, hair salons, nail salons, business owners. Any retail stores that wants to carry our products can do so. And for example, I have a lady in Chicago. She's been in skincare for 25 years, and she flew out to LA to meet with me, and she loved the products. In her first week of business, she purchased over $50,000 worth of products. Why? Because she needs it. Every single day, people come in for facials. She sells about $1,000 a day in products every single day, right? And we have a lot of medical spas. We have, doctors and surgeons, a lot of people, a lot of professionals carrying these products at their clinics and at their locations. So think about the bigger picture. Think about having 100 and a couple hundred business owners carrying these skincare products, and they got it through you, and you make a percentage on all those accounts. See, when I was in my early 20s, I was always told, Steve, if you want to be successful, just work very hard or just work a lot of hours. But I realized just because I worked hard or worked a lot of hours or looked for a second job, I was still short on cash. I still didn't get ahead in life. In my early 30s, I met a lot of wealthy people. They told me, Steve, you got to find ways to build passive and residual income. He says that they told me that 5% of people in the world today make money through leverage income, while 95% of people today, they trade their time for money. And you don't want to be in the 95%. You want to be on the 5%, right? So I was always looking for ways to build more time back in my life to spend time with my family, right? To do what I want, when I want, with whoever I want. So this business can build you that passive and residual income. Number 3 is you can work with customers. Anyone that you know personally, guess what? They can sign up for an account for free. They can create a customer account, and they can start getting reward points. Just like when you guys go to Starbucks, for example, when you're buying a drink, what do they give you? They give you stars, right? They give you stars for free drinks. When you go on your airlines, right, they give you mileage. When you go on your hotels, they give you hotel points for free stays, right? Same thing with us. We give you reward points to the customers. They can get free products, and they can get up to savings up to 10% every time they check out. So this is great for customer loyalty retention. Now let's talk about the money. Let's talk about building your business. So becoming a Riman distributor, it only costs you $20 to get started with this. So that's it, $20, and now you can become a distributor. Now you can either start as a planner, manager, or senior manager, but the first position is planner. Once you pay your $20, you start automatically at the planner position, where you start earning a 10% commission on all sales generated. At planner, there is no requirement on monthly purchases. There's no requirement on monthly sales. There's no sales quotas. There's no minimum fees. There's no monthly fees, nothing like that at all. Meaning you start with us and you do nothing for 6 months, nobody cares. Planner is just a very easy entry position for anyone to get started with us. Manager is where you can start earning 25% commission. Here, there is a requirement of 3,000 business points in a rolling 3 months calendar. Business points is pretty much 90% of the dollar. So you have to actually sell or purchase $3,300 worth of products within a 3 months time frame. Once you do so, you become a manager. And now the benefits of manager, you start earning 25% commission. Now, some people could go from planner, work their way up to manager, Other individuals tell me, hey, Steve, forget planner, forget 10%. Let me just start at 25% on day one. I can easily buy 3,000 business points. I can move that within my own network, and I'll get some cash back on day one. If you start as a manager, you get a $300 cash back, plus you get about $600 worth of free products if you get the 2 starter kits. Number 3 is senior manager. Senior manager is 35% commission. Here is 6,000 business points requirement, which is approximately 6,600. You get also rolling 3 months to complete it. And you also need to have 3 customers, okay? 3 customers as a senior manager and 3 customers as a manager. Now, some people, they go from planner to manager, senior manager. Other individuals, they just go, hey, you know what? Let me just start as a senior manager. People that are a little bit more aggressive, people that are a little bit saying, hey, you know what? I want to go quickly. I want to move fast. They go right to senior manager. Why? Because as senior manager, if you start as a senior manager, you get, number 1, a $1,500 cash back. If you get the 4 starter kits, you get about $1,200 worth of free products. So you get about 41% back of your money in products and cash back. And on top of that, you know, when I started as a senior manager as well. When Thuy started, she started as a senior manager as well. Why? Because we wanted to get the best pricing on our products, the biggest discount on our products, and we want to get the highest margin on day one. We said, hey, we're going to do this business anyway. We might as well start at 35% versus 10%. So we just made a business decision to start at senior manager. Now, the first 3 positions are just like an affiliate position. You can work, you can share the product and make some money. The next position is called team leader. Team leader is now the first senior leadership role of the company. Here, you start earning 45% commission. And here, the requirement is 50,000 business points within a rolling 5 months calendar, not by yourself, but with a group of at least 10 people, okay? You need to have at least 3 senior managers, and you also have to have 7 managers or higher in your organization. And once you have about 10 managers and senior managers in your team, it's a collective group volume between you and the 10 doing the 50,000 that gets you to team leader. Now, the benefits of team leader is you're earning 45% commission, meaning let's say you have a customer that buys 1,000 business points worth of products, right? You'll earn $450. If you have 10 customers just spending 1,000 business points, that's 450 times 10, that's additional 4,500. 20 customers, 9,000, 30 customers, that's over $12,000 a month you can have by having about 30 customers. Now, as a team leader, there's other benefits. You can have planners and managers and senior managers in your team. Now, if you're a team leader and I'm a planner and I join your team and I'm making 10%, guess what? If I do 1,000 a month in sales, you earn 35% of that. I keep 10% and you just deduct 45 minus 10, 35% goes to you. So that's about $350. Imagine you had 10 planners in your team, only doing about 1,000 in sales. That's 350 times 10. 20 planners is 7,000, 30 planners is 10,000. You could have on your overriding residual income. Now, there's also 3-generation leadership check match pay. Let me explain to you how this works. So let's say you became a team leader. You're earning 45% commission. Let's say you introduce a friend to the business. They like it, they join, right? And they get started. And let's say they become a senior manager as well, a team leader as well. So let's say I'm a team leader and you're a team leader. We're both making 45%. But guess what? If I joined underneath you on your team and I'm a team leader as well, you will earn 15% out of my paycheck. 15% out of my paycheck. A lot of people ask me, Steve, can you really make money in this business? Well, guess what, guys? My first week, you know, as a senior manager, did over 5-figure paycheck, you know, as a senior manager. You know, my last paycheck as a team leader was a very high multiple 5-figure paycheck as well, right? So there is good income available in these positions. And if you're making 15% out of my paycheck, guess what? That's a monthly residual income you're earning every single 30 days. If I introduce another business friend or a friend to the business, he or she gets started, let's say Thuy gets started, and she's a team leader, and let's say she's making $20,000 a month. Guess how much you're making? You're making 10% on your level 2. If Thuy introduces her partner is a team leader as well, and her partner's making $30,000 a month, guess what? You're also earning 10% of that $30,000. So you're earning 15%, 10%, and 10% on your level 1, 2, and 3. So think about this as a distribution business. Think of it like, hey, you want to be the K-beauty of Starbucks. You want to be the McDonald's of K-beauty. You want to have distribution all over in the United States and Canada and internationally. And every time these business owners, individuals are out there selling products, you make a small percentage on all those locations. And that's the beauty about this industry and business. So that's team leader. And of course, we'll go more into detail during our trainings. We also have higher positions called director, senior director, and national director. I love these positions because these positions now gets you revenue share for the company. Not only do you make your 45%, but the company says this, hey, we'll give you a percentage of whatever the company revenue makes, right? The company has already done over $50 million in sales. You know, we have about maybe 23, 24 directors today, right? They share a portion of the revenue to the directors. You're like almost a part owner. You're like a shareholder of the company. And as the company gets bigger and bigger, your revenue share also increases as well. So of course, there are higher requirements for director. I became a director a few months ago. And we have a lot of events coming up. If you're from Canada, or if you know people from Canada, guess what? We just launched Canada. And if you have people that are in Toronto, in Vancouver, or Calgary, take a picture of this. Tell your Canadian friends, hey, the largest #1 K-beauty company is launching in Canada. And we have the president of sales, Mr. Danny Bay, coming into Canada next week. Guys, I've known Mr. Danny Bay for over 13 years. He's a mega entrepreneur. He's done over $1 billion in sales. He's taken companies from the US, he's brought it out to Korea, to Japan, and he got scouted to be the president of sales for Riman. And he'll be in Canada next week. So if you have people in Toronto, Vancouver, and Calgary, you can invite them to this event. It's a free event. There is no cost of attending this event, but of course, seating is limited. So get back to the person that invited you to the call to RSVP. We also have our next promotion trip coming up to Cancun, Mexico. We're taking the first 200 to qualify to Cancun, Mexico. All you need is 1,000 travel points. To get travel points, it's pretty simple. You become a senior manager, you get 100 travel points. If you purchase some kits, you get some travel points. By just getting some customers and building your business, you can easily get 1,000 travel points. And we're sending people for 5 days and 4 nights to Cancun, Mexico at an all-inclusive resort at the Hard Rock Hotel. I can't wait to attend that event, and I can't wait to see so many of you guys also attending that event as well. We also have these starter kits for brand new people. So if you're going to get started with us, we have different kits available, and these kits are designed to help you, pick out the best products our company has. And as I mentioned, the complete starter kit, you get a few $100s worth of free products. You get your travel kits. I love the complete starter kit only because you get all the extra free products, which is nice to have because you want to get a good deal, right? Who doesn't want to get a good deal, right? And more than a business, I would consider this a K movement happening here right now. All of you today on the call, you get a chance to work with the #1 K beauty company that just launched in America less than a year ago. And I didn't know this, right? When I first got involved in the industry, I was looking into this industry. I didn't know how big the skincare and cosmetic and personal care industry is. It's a huge, huge industry, and take a look at this. The richest woman in the world today is the granddaughter of L'Oreal. The richest woman in the world today is the granddaughter of L'Oreal. And guess what? L'Oreal is in the personal care industry, the skincare and cosmetic industry. She's not in real estate. She's not in insurances. She's not in tech. This came from personal care industry, guys. And she's the richest woman in the world today. Richest woman, that's how big this industry is, right? But guess what's happening all over the world today? In Japan, for the very first time, South Korean cosmetics went #1. They surpassed French products for the first time in history this past August. Didn't happen 5 years ago. Didn't happen 10 years ago. It just happened a few months ago, right? That's big for Japan, right? And all over the world, even an article came out about how Netflix, 60% of their viewers are watching Korean dramas. My friends in Brazil, right? They're calling me, Steve, we're watching Korean dramas in Portuguese. When is Riman going to come out to Brazil? I just had a Zoom call with some other friends from São Paulo, Brazil. These two females are pumped up about our company. They can't wait for Riman to open up these countries as well. So there's so much happening here. We have Emma Stone talking about K-pop as well.
You get obsessed with things sometimes. I mean, very obsessed, and you really get into it.
Right.
And then you just sort of drop it one day and you move on and you get obsessed with something else.
Right.
What is your latest obsession? What's the thing you're obsessed with these days?
K-pop.
K-pop. Explain to those who don't know what K-pop is.
It's a global phenomenon, so I'm sure that everyone already knows.
There are
what
people
this
out
is.
there are some people who thought you were talking about a weird drug. K-pop, it's the latest thing to hit the streets, but no.
It's the hot new thing.
Yeah.
No, it's Korean pop music.
Yeah.
And it's beyond excellent. It's the best thing you've ever seen.
It's the best thing you've ever seen, and it's...
And you guys can look more into that as well. Even Neil was talking about the whole K movement as well.
Do you think there'll ever be? I mean, because, will there ever be another New Kids and Boys to Men and NSYNC? And do you, if splitting 200,000, 300,000 6 ways, as opposed to like 600,000 one way,
right,
sounds better to me.
Right. Definitely so. Definitely so. I mean, and mind you, let us keep in mind that the boy band is not dead.
It's not?
It's not dead. It's just Korean.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yes.
okay.
Shout out to BTS. Shout out to the whole K-pop movement. Like
Right.
they still going strong.
Yeah, so I can keep on going on and on and on again, but of course, due to time, I'm not going to be sharing all that information. But you got to ask yourself a question, guys. You got to ask yourself this question. When was the last time you were invited to a Zoom call like this, where you're hearing about a 2 billion giant K-beauty company that just opened up in America, and you're hearing about it in the first 10 months? When was the last time you were invited to a Zoom call like that, right? Most of you probably haven't, right? Usually, can we agree that in the past, when somebody approached you about a different opportunity, that opportunity was already 5 years old, or 10 or 20, 30 years old, right? And think about that, right? That's a huge opportunity to be here at the very beginning stages. And if you look back at history, right? If you look back at history, when you see companies like Uber and Airbnb, and when these companies first started, how many of us remember when Uber first started, right? They said that, hey, we're going to create a company where strangers can take their cars and pick up other strangers. You know what everyone said? That's the worst idea ever. You know why they said that? Because there was taxi cabs back then. Who remembers taxi cabs, right? I took taxi cabs back then, right? And that's what it was. But guess how big Uber became? And look at Airbnb when they first started. They say, hey, we're going to create a business where people can take their homes and they're going to be able to rent it out to other strangers. People said, worst idea, Airbnb will never work. Look how big the Airbnb business became, right? People thought it wouldn't work because of hotels, right? But let me ask you guys another question. If this was a call for Airbnb and Uber, and you were asked to get involved at the early stages, would you have gotten involved? Or would you have passed on the opportunity? The reality is this: many of you would have said no. Many of you would have just passed on the opportunity, because why? You don't get to really see how big the opportunity is at the very beginning stages, right? And I know some of you are saying this. Some of you are saying, hey, Steve, the presentation was amazing. The products look great, right? But I don't have any experience. I get it. Some of you don't have experience in this field. And guess what? I didn't have either. I was a guy, male, right, that didn't have experience in beauty and skincare, right? I was nervous in getting started in this industry, but I took a chance. I took a chance, got started, and became a director with this company today. And I know some of you may have experience. Maybe you have worked with different companies and people in the past before, and you're saying, hey, Steve, this company, it looks like one of those companies that you go out there, you sell, you sign people up, and I've seen something like this before. My mom, my friends have done it, and we didn't have a good experience, which could have happened. But the reality is this: just because you had a bad experience working with somebody else or some other company doesn't mean that you'll have a bad one here. The reality is this: you guys can have the best experience working with Riman. Riman is the #1 Korean beauty skincare company. And all of you today have a chance to work with us and help us pioneer the US markets and also international markets as well. I see this company becoming a $10 billion company and taking a huge market share for L'Oreal. And all of you that are on the call today have a chance to work with us before our 1-year anniversary. So get back to the person that invited you to the call today and ask them, how do I get started? How do I sign up, right? And it's pretty simple. You can go to Riman.com and you just sign up and you just register, and it only costs you $20. And what's the worst thing that could happen to you by registering and paying $20? What's the worst thing that could happen to you? Not much. Not much, right? You guys will have amazing skin. You guys will look much better, and you guys will have an amazing time working with our company. So I appreciate Thuy for that amazing testimonial, and I appreciate all of you guys joining us today on our call this Thursday. Next Tuesday, we do have an orientation. So if you guys want to learn more about the company, make sure next Tuesday at 6 p.m., you hop onto our orientation, where you'll learn exactly how to really build this business, learn about the company, and take the next actions with the company as well. So have a great night or a great morning if you're somewhere out in Asia.